a good group of familiar faces. Good to see everybody. Thank you for being here. So we're going to be talking about broker metrics hacks today, that we're going to be showing you some little tips and secrets that you may not be aware of. Obviously, some things to help you with recruiting. So with that, Jessica, why don't we pull up your screen and we'll kind of go through some of those things.
So I'm going to be doing screen share all along the way. And one thing I'm going to just get my screen up right now.
While you're pulling that up, also, we are offering as part of our free gift for our trial members or any of our existing members, the Broker Metrics Hack Playbook that we've created with the step-by-step of what she's going to be showing you today. So again, if you miss a step, not to worry, just go to myrecruitingcollective.com and we'll get you set up.
Yeah, because this is stuff that every time I show someone, they're like, oh my God, I did not know I could do this. So what we're going to do is the agent movement report. And what you'll see in my main screen is the search bar. So you're just going up to the little top toolbar here and hitting search, and this box in the middle pops up. We're just going to click on agent movement. So agent movement is going to allow you to look at what's happened to an agent since they moved to a broker. So if we click add, it's going to take a moment to populate. So I'm going to stop screen share for a sec. And what it's doing is it's pulling all the different brokerages all around you. So there's a few times during this where I'm going to say, take a breath. It's thinking, because it's literally pulling the entire MLS as we speak. Once it populates, and it just did, I'm going to look, and you will have every brokerage in your area show up alphabetically. And you can click on the name button and change it to Z's or A's or whatever you like, but you'll see everyone is alphabetic. So I'm going to pick on EXP today. If I want to pick on EXP in Florida, there's a lot of them. They start here and they keep going. So let's pick on all of EXP right now. And I can hit add and OK. And again, it's just going to take a minute to hit the search button. It's going to require me to save this list. So I'm just going to put EXP in today's date and hit OK. And hit the search button. And literally, oh, it wants me to rename it. I named this already today, so we'll name it 20. And hit search. And again, it is going to take a minute. So I'm going to stop screen share for a sec. It's literally pulling every agent that either joined EXP, all of those EXPs, or left EXP in the last year. So it's doing its work. It's about halfway done, and it's tabulating all of those agents. It's going to show agents that not only moved there, but were there and left, and it's going to show a whole year in this. Now, Rich, what would be the benefit of having this knowledge of if an agent left or if their production was down?
Sure.
How does that help you with making your calls?
So what you're going to see when the report populates is that literally you're going to know the data for the last year of everybody that went to that company, that left and went to that company, and what's happened to their production. Well, we all know with the market, what's the overwhelming odds of what's happened to their production, right? And it's going to tell you all that information. So, they may be saying, rah, yeah, things are great, but you can see in black and white that in the last 6 months that you've been there, your production's down 45% or whatever that may be. So knowledge is power, and we have this with Broker Metrics, and if you know this hack.
So this hack is halfway complete. So it has literally pulled all this data, and I want to show you on this screen a few things you want to quick do. You want to look at not only the agents that were gained, but the agents that maybe left them. So you want to click on both. And then again at the bottom, instead of just looking at these top offices that they had movement to or from, what we want to do is click on this bottom toolbar that says total agents gained, and it'll show you a full snapshot of the last year. Agents gained, agents that left. It's going to show you everything. So in this scenario, with all the EXPs in my market, they have grown, if you look at the bottom, by 755 agents, but they also lost 1,266. So they're negative net 511. Now I'm going to tell you, as a team leader forever, I would bet you $100 that if I called my agents at Clearwater, they would think EXP is crushing it. They would have no idea that they're negative 511 net agents. Because again, we only see what's posted on Facebook. We don't see the leaving on Facebook, right? No one has like I left EXP party. So this is really great information. But if you move over, they're down almost 5 million in GCI. Ouch, that's huge. So this is great information to have. And yet one more step. Yep. Doesn't matter which toolbar you click, if it's yellow or green, or a yellow or blue, but if you right click once again to agent breakdown, this is where it gets granular and shows you every individual. So again, let's just give it a second because it's pulling all this data. You'll see that the wheel is spinning, and sometimes this takes a few minutes. So often people will follow up and say, Jess, mine doesn't work. But I'm just saying patience is your friend here. So again, it's thinking, it's data.
If I can add, so that at the bottom of that screen where it talked about EXP, lost 5 million in GCI, they've lost over 1,200 agents. Do you ever have agents that you're interviewing, or even agents, unfortunately, that you're dealing with retention issues, that EXP is the next great thing, right, that they need to go to, or you're talking to an agent from EXP and they're talking about how great things are. Well, not only do you want to go to their production, how is that working for you personally, but now the truth is the truth, right? They've lost over 1,200 agents this year. Their GCI is down over 5 million. And they're a net negative 511 agents. So, yes, they can say whatever they want, but at the end of the day, I was talking to somebody earlier on a coaching call. At the end of the day, if you're all fired up about EXP because of your revenue share, take a look. 1,200 agents left the revenue share program that were in somebody's downline just this year.
Well, now if we go to the fun report, this is to the agent. So right now we're looking at agents gained, and then there's agents lost. So there's two different tabs on top. If you want to add an office name, you can see where they came from. So in this situation, Joseph Boyd was his own brokerage. Now, if you expand this, it's really kind of interesting. You got to expand it at the corner. You'll see this guy's down 98%. He's down 1.6 million in GCI. So something bad happened there.
Indie opportunity.
Yeah, indie opportunity, right? Now, if you go down, this person right here that was from KW, Suzanne here, she's down 50%. She's down, 1.6 million. So you can see, this is GCI we're talking, you guys. You can see what is the predominant color of the agents in terms of up or down in this whole report. Whoa. Now, there are some success stories in here, but they're few and far between. So, when you see this type of situation, it's not difficult to pick up the phone and help someone. And if someone says it's all roses over here, you can also, see what the truth might be. This is not a bad thing, a bad exercise to do with your ALC so they can see what's happening at some of these brokerages that might be recruiting them hard, because this is something that's truth. This is just the truth of it all. Now, agents that were with them and left are the agents lost report, and you can kind of see where they went and how it's impacting their situation. So very cool. But one more thing, because there's always a hack of a hack of a hack. If you right click one more time, it'll show you everything on this agent. It'll show you also their contact information, and it'll show you their home address if you wanted to write a thank you note. It'll show you their cell phone number, and it'll show you the history of their brokerage. And I brought up Mark Middleton because I recruited this guy into real estate. He started with me, stayed with me till 2019. Unfortunately, he left right after I left the role. He went to EXP, then he went to another EXP, then he went to another EXP. Now he just started his own brokerage. So I intend to give him a hassle. So this is one of my guys that left, but look at how much he's bounced around. You can see really everything you need to not only make a phone call, but if you even wanted to go as far as write a handwritten note, follow up after the call, whatever, you've got it all right here. Cool.
Very cool.
Any questions on that? I know it was kind of a click, 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 but that is a great hack, not only for you to use for retention and to kind of help people close them on shopping between a couple different brokerages. This is an excellent retention kind of intel to give your ALC so they can kind of see you guys in action of what you guys do. It makes picking up the phone really easy when you see someone's down on their knees. And yet you could have a call list every day this way. Anything else you'd add to that, Rich?
I would say start with the producers and work down, because those are the people that are still in the business. Those are the people that don't have a part-time job because they're still doing enough business that they can't afford to go get a job, but yet they're off by 40, 50, 60, 98%, just like you showed. And that's a big deal, and they're looking for solutions, right? If you're down 500,000, $1 million, like some of those people you showed, year to date, that hurts. That hurts a lot, and they're looking for solutions in a hurry, right? So
yeah, they got to move quickly.
Yep. So again, knowledge is power. It'll help you with your confidence. It should help you with your consistency, because you can have these call lists right there, and it'll help you with the conversation when you can do a little bit of research before your appointments, right? And know what this agent's doing and where they've been and how long they've been in real estate, where they started. Are they a hopper? And you can pull that stuff up on any agent, even if it's not somebody that, obviously anybody you want to recruit, they have an appointment with, you'd want to pull up their data just to see the history of that person. It'll help you in your conversation.
Yeah, so that's agent movement. There's a lot of ways you could utilize it. I think I got you guys thinking about that. If you have any questions on the way, just stop, ask them in the chat, whichever. I'm going to switch gears. Now I'm going to show you how, with Brokermetrics, you can have your call list of all the transactions going for co-brokes, all that quite easily. It's a little bit of a hack, so follow along. We're in market share this time, so we're not going into proficiency metrics. We're going back to the main menu, going in through Brokermetrics. And what you want to do is just start a search for your area. So for my area, I'm going to pick residential, and then I'm going to pick 3 counties that my office covers. It's Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco. So I'm just going to pick those 3, and I'm just going to hit search. Now, what is going to happen is all the offices that have any closings at all are going to pop up, and automatically, or automagically, as I like to say, the top 10 in that market pop. If you click to this little graph, you can go to every office. And this is where you're going to just search alphabetically and pick your office. That's it. All you have to do is pick your office. So I'm just going all the way down to Keller Williams. I'm going to add an address column so I can find Palm Harbor, KW. Where are we? There's a lot of KWs, aren't there? I can pick anybody. So let's just pick one. I can't find Palm Harbor. Okay, well, we're picking Tampa properties. Now, it doesn't matter. All you're doing is getting over your name of your office and right-clicking again to office listings. Again, takes a second, but only a second. And now I have, for this office, every deal right here. Starting yesterday, they had 1 deal close yesterday. They had 3 on the 17th. They had a handful on the 14th. Look at how many closings they had on the 14th. This is every transaction. I happen to be on Tampa properties, not Clearwater, but this will work. When you click on any one of these transactions, again, with a right click, the whole deal pops up. Everything I want to know about the deal, even the listing information if I want to look at it. And so you can pick on whatever agent you want that isn't yours. This happens to be Christian Task. They're at Compass. Here's their office number. Here's their email. Here's their home address. Here's their cell phone. And here's their history of being with the brokerage. So I don't need to bother my MCA or wait for some report or do anything. And let's just be honest, I may have had a crazy Monday and maybe Friday I was out of the office. I can right from here say, oh my gosh, I have all these people that I can call right now because I didn't get a chance to call Friday or Monday. I got all those people. I know everything up to speed. I know everything about it. Now, there's different approaches to a co-broke call. And Rich and I have taught this over and over. You can either start with your own people and get some intel about the deal, have a reason to do a care call with your own peeps, say, hey, congratulations. You know how happy they are to hear you? They love hearing from you. And, you can say, hey, Rich, how did it go with, this Reynolds person that you closed with? Now, this person that happens to be the KW agent, looks, they have two right there that you could ask them about. And, you can just ask them, like, how'd the deal go? What were they like? Do you mind if I name drop? Would you, and if they're really friendly with them, the agent will usually say, oh yeah, let's get them to a meeting or a class or a coffee or something. So again, you're just putting yourself in opportunities way to help get more referrals. And yet, if you don't want to do that, you don't have the time to call your own agents, you have what you need to make that call direct right then and there.
Yep. So Jessica, and then I'll talk about if you just call them direct. Pull that up again, that one of those agents, and then pull that agent's production up. So there's 2 clicks, right? You can click, see who the co-broke agent is, how to contact them. You got their home address if you want to snail mail them something, because they'll actually read it at home. And then you can also click on the agent and see what their trajectory has been this year, like we were doing, earlier in that EXP example. So when you call this person, whether you talk to your agent or not, you call them up and just say, hey, this is Rich with Keller Williams. I just wanted to thank you for the transaction you had on ABC Street, because it's right there, with Sally in our office that closed, and it tells you when it closed. And I want to just thank you for that, especially in this shifting market. Having a closing is warrants some accolades. So congratulations. Hey, as a special thank you for closing a deal with our office, I'd like to personally invite you in for a second half of the year business strategy session, or I'd like to personally invite you to the such and such event that we're hosting next Tuesday at 3:00, where Gene Rivers is going to be flying in. He's closed over 5,000 transactions to teach us how to take 10 listings between now and the end of the year. Would you like to be included? So I can talk to my agent if you want to do that. I can just call the agent direct, thank him for the deal. But the key is I have all that information. And I don't know about you, I've been coaching here at KW for like 15 years, and there has never been a system to pull up co-broke information, and it just blows my mind. So now we have one. So thank you for the hack, Jessica.
Yeah, so they're little hacks. You can do them on your own. You don't rely on anyone, and yet you can use them in different ways. So I hope to help you guys have an intention every morning of who you're connecting with and make it as easy as possible and eliminate any reluctance to making a call you may have. And I'll tell you, just by being able to see really where someone's business is at helps give confidence, because you guys as team leaders need to remember, you're like unicorns. You are special people. You have an MBA in finance and real estate, with just helping out with whatever you're comfortable helping out with, whatever you have capacity in with your role right now. If you're brand new, if all you know is commands helpful with your database, you're good. You have so many tools, you guys. You have so many ways of helping people, and they don't realize you have that. They think of you as just like their manager that they have. And in some cases, they might be competing with their manager. They don't have anyone working on their business like you guys can. So just remember, you guys have superpowers. They don't know it. So if you guys can start conversations, and this is a great way to have easy access to do it. If you can connect with people, they will follow you in the market ahead, and you can triple your agent count in the next year and a half. It's that market. And as someone that recruited through the last shift, it's fun. It is fun again. And I know some of you probably are looking for some fun again, right, Rich?
For sure. So if you want, just put in the chat. You can see it on our screen as well. Go to myrecruitingcollective.com and go ahead and let us know that you want the hacks playbook. You plug into our trial for our program, or if you're an existing member, you automatically get it. You get a special gift every month We just
we give epic gifts, just so
yeah,
you know.
like last month, for example, was the ultimate welcome to KW Smart Plan with all the KW stuff in a smart plan to add to the things that you already have for your office welcome. So now they're being culturized into KW and what are the different divisions and what are we all about. So that was the gift last month. Before that was a personal customized that we did for all of our members of the open house playbook that you can distribute to agents. So this month is going to be the step-by-step of what we just went through and how to, go through these broker metrics hacks in case you need a refresher. So go check that out at myrecruitingcollective.com. It's all about content, intel, and access. That's our focus with that community. It's an exclusive Facebook community where we're posting stuff almost on a daily basis.
We want to give you guys an unfair advantage to kick everybody else's butt, basically. So that's where we do it. So join our group if you want to. We'd love to help you. Love to hear your wins either way. If any of you have questions about this, reach out. We're here to help. Thank you for your time, guys. Appreciate you.
See you soon.